Peace, family. This is Darius McNeil, aka the Morning Stars Light, and I just want to drop some bombs, man. I want to drop some gems today. Today I woke up a little in the mood, you know what I'm saying? A little judgmental of the world around me, and you know what happens when you wake up like that? You got to go digging. Okay, what is wrong with me that I'm finding a problem with the world? And today I found that my problem was pressure. You know what I'm saying? In a way, anxiety, loneliness, that kind of vibe, right? Why? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like that? If you know me or if you've known of me, my mission right now is to change the world. You know what I'm saying? Build an entirely new civilization, an entirely new culture, something that will resound. You know what I'm saying? Go down in the history books, make the world a better place, make the world a better place for my children and their children, and your children and their children. You know what I'm saying? And the three biggest things I think to do that, or biggest steps slash processes that need to be done, work needs to be done in them to do that, are economics, next up, right? Property, and then after that, scaling, right? Scaling and partnerships. So economics, what does economics mean? What does economics mean to me? Why is economics important? If we think about the system as a whole, the system in its entirety, the thing that connects us to this matrix that we call it is money. The reason why we have to get a job, the reason why we have to sell things, the reason why we have to do all these things is because we have to pay to play in this league. You know what I'm saying? If you want power, if you want cable, if you want internet, if you want food, if you want water, you got to pay to play, right? And in order to pay or get paid in this world, we have to either work for somebody or work for ourselves and provide a service, provide a product, right? Economics are important because if we take that power back that the dollar and the systems around us have taken from us, if we take the power back to feed ourselves, to power our own utilities, to have our own utilities, if we take the power back from the dollar, it creates a whole new environment for us. I'm sure there are many people who would love to buy into a civilization or a society, but money is always going to be a problem. And not only is money a problem when money is a problem, time is a problem, attention is a problem, right? A person can't come jump on my boat when their boat is sinking, or they have to do so much maintenance on their boat to maintain it afloat that they can't even, look outside of their boat. So what does that mean for that person? If we can provide economic cushion, if we can provide a way to break yourself from the matrix, a way to properly provide for your family and for yourself, a way that your needs are met, that we could change the face of everything we stand against, right? If you think about it, financial stresses and worries, some of the biggest causes: suicide, divorce, unhappy homes, everything, right? Financial pressure is a real near and dear pressure for a lot of us. So if we can alleviate that, if we can create a mixing effect with other people, if we can boost and promote entrepreneurs, systems, and black businesses, if we can help people generate revenue so that we can get into the industrial part, we can get into making these shirts, weaving this cloth, growing these plants, and having gas stations. You know what I'm saying? If we can build the churn, if we can churn the butter, guacamole, enough, we can take that back, right? Economics. Why or how it becomes the new age economics is through that community and self, through that building one another up, right? When I build you up for you to go work for somebody else, you're building their dream and you're building their family's future and legacy. When I build you up at home to build your products and your industry, to grow your own food, I'm building something that your children can use. I'm building you a legacy. You are building you a legacy, and I'm helping you do that. There's a significant lack of keep in our community, right? We'll get into that. So after we develop an economic system, after we get enough entrepreneurs, business people, investors, and just overall people who want good products together, and convince them to start building with each other, start promoting one another, and start building something, an economic system within the system, we get into an entirely new point, right? From there is property. Why is property important? Education, safety, and agriculture, right? Right now, education is out of our hands. It's at the state level. The state is up to the Fed, and most of those books and textbooks all come from Texas. So we're teaching our children, the next generation, stuff that's typically out of date, is of no real use for them in the real world, and isn't even really what we want to teach them. But we have to, because we don't have another system to educate them. With our own land, we can put those schools in place. We can put those education systems in place. We can teach financial literacy. We can teach economic development. We can teach cooking at a real level. We can teach nutrition. We can teach health. We can teach how to deal with anxiety and depression, all these things that plague us today. We can begin teaching that at a young age and have somebody ready, actually ready for their adulthood, actually ready to leave the house or to embrace the house and take it on, instead of getting out there and having to sink or swim, right? Agriculture. Right now, we're in one of the worst times for produce that we've ever been in. There's nothing telling people to put more nutrients in our food. It's only something telling them to grow it bigger, grow it faster, and get it to the store. At some point, we have to take responsibility for the things that we put in our body. The only real way to do that now is by growing your own food or being very connected to the source. We can do that. There's so many black farmers. There's so much land. There's so many people that need jobs. We can change this, man. We can take these people who need jobs, give them something that actually fulfills them, fulfills their family, make sure they actually have food to take home. Shoot, teach them how to cook it if we need to, and have that going. You know what I'm saying? We can have that going. The infrastructure is there. It's just a matter of the people, putting the people in the right place, creating awareness for this. Safety. You got to have your own. You got to have your own. And at this point in time, we've seen through history, you got to be able to protect it. So safety is paramount. Being legally safe, being physically safe, being spiritually safe, mentally safe, right? We talked about financial worries. We talked about like, you don't have to worry about loans. You don't have to worry about this. You don't have to worry about that. It's taken in the community. It's taken care of. We'll take out a loan on your part. You work it back when you need to. We're going to help you get your business up. You work it back when you need to. We understand that medical expenses are crazy. Here, number one, I'm going to teach you how to really cure it. And also, we're going to get you taken care of if you really, really have to go out in the world. Like, safety is paramount. And at the point we're at, if you don't have insurance, you're bad off. Insurance is a scam. And they still beating us over the head with it because we have no other choice. So that property, man, the education aspect, the agriculture, the safety, whether it be environmental safety and justice, mental health, physical health, nutritional education, and it all circles back, man. We can build this. The last thing is scaling, right? So once this is built, or once this is in the process of being built, we're going to see the benefits instantly from it, man. We're going to see that anxiety go away, man or woman. I don't know why I'm on the man train today. It's here, though. We're going to see those effects. We're going to see the ripple from that. Let's teach other people. Let's keep pulling people in. Let's keep showing people how to be free, how to live their own life. Keep pulling them in. Show somebody else how to set it up. Here, bro, these are all the things we had to do. We had to go through the mud. Here's the short, nice, sweet, easy way. Make these committees, make people who are grant writers, make people who are electricians. Maybe they go travel once a month. They go travel, do statewide tour, make sure everybody's set up, do any inspections, do all of this. Like, we can do all of this in community, and all it takes is for us to say, yes, I will collaborate. Yes, I do want better for myself and my seed. Yes, I do feel like we are deserving of this. And no, I don't feel like you gotta pay to play life. It shouldn't be pay to play. It is, and that's the reality we have to face with. But the awareness we have to have is, it's our choice whether we play in the system that doesn't do well for us or we create a new one. What do you pick, fam? We are here. If you don't know, I own McNeil Ripple. Me and Giannis co-own Hustle and Bustle. we are changing the landscape of the world, and we really need help. It's difficult to change something that's been in place longer than we've been alive. It's difficult to change people's minds on how a system should and shouldn't work. But just ask yourself, does the system work for you? Would you like a better system? Would you like your children, your offspring to have a better system? Your God babies that you love and you post all day, every day, would you like them to have a better system? And if the answer is yes, let's work. Work is the only way anything is gonna get done. And I invite you all to work. Let's do it together. We can. I promise you. Peace, family.